Let me get this more in the shot. It looks really bright today. Well, that's my fan in the background. Let me turn it off real quick. More of a heater than anything. Alright, let's get started. I want to center this a bit more. You gotta be able to see what I'm drawing, so let me do this really freaking quickly. Alright, y'all can see the other hand. So I'll just show that we get the acrylics out. So everything's blended out. Alright, so I'm going to be working on this part of the hand today. And, I should probably real quick draw some lines just in case. I don't want to interfere with this. I mean, because I want to keep the black there for that. And then this is going to be freaking difficult, but I could do something like this. Wait, that's not going to be blacked. There, that's going to be difficult to draw. Good luck doing that. There should be like blah blahs going here and here. Wait a minute, so there should be like a blah blah right here. And a blah blah right here. I'm calling them blah blahs because what else am I going to call them, you know? Something like that. Okay. I should probably have like a visual, you know, like an image showing how it should actually look. But fuck. Okay. Hang on, don't just actually. Freaking making a noise. We'll get them out of the shot. Yeah, it did say I should have something planned to talk about. Well, I saw the interaction between John and Cody on Raw. Did not like it. It's pretty much a repeat of last week. I was like, why not have last week? Why not have Cody like come out there? Because he's dude kicked you in the nuts and all that. And all you're gonna do is call him a whiny bitch. Really? He kicked you in the nuts. And then he, like, I remember last week when he walked out, I was like, that looked a bit heelish. You're like, what are you, a heel? It made sense for Cena to walk out this week and not want to fight because he's the heel and he knows he's not able to beat Cody, right? Cody doing that last week made 0 sense. One, he's pissed off because he got kicked in the nuts, and two, you're not supposed to be a bitch. It's like you call Cena a bitch and you act like a bitch walking out. It's like, and then you got Cena feuding more with the fans than he is actually Cody. You know, it's a bit strange. Like this build should have been the biggest build since Cena Rock. You know, but it's like it's becoming one of the worst builds in recent memory to Mania. With the trajectory that they're on, it's like mind-boggling. And all that's before I even mentioned that they didn't even mention Rock. So, you know, they're not even mentioning him. It's, what the fuck? He Benoit his family? It's a horrible joke, but I mean they're acting like what the fuck? Like, you know, it's just strange. Like these weird decisions. This isn't just something of this year. Like this happened last year when they came in and changed the match in Mania, but I think that might have been planned to screw with the fans' minds or whatever. But like this year, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? You know, constantly since January. It's almost like not ever been a good kind of confusion. Like like a good kind of confusion, I mean leaving people in suspense. It's more so just leaving people a bit like, what the is this? You know. And then they do. It's almost like they can do something spectacular, and then like mind-bogglingly fuck it up. You know. Like, how do you do that? You know what? I'm gonna black out his gloves. Fuck it. Whatever these things are, little cum bands or whatever. Silly bands. You know, the progression of this channel, which I didn't even mean to become a Dragon Ball Daima channel, Dragon Ball channel, per se, like just talking about Dragon Ball and stuff. I just needed someplace to store all the pictures that I was drawing because I was running out of storage on my phone, and it ended up becoming what it was. But you can see the progress where I was literally only drawing rough drafts to start, and then I went to like penciled in, you know, drawings. And then I started inking them, and then now I'm painting them. It's like, whoa, like this right here. I don't even think 2 years ago, like I should be able to fathom that. Whoa, you can do this now, you know. Pretty cool. So yeah, the build to main has been it's had its highs, but these past 2 weeks, even last week was. I already talked about how like I had an issue with it. Like, why is Cody walking out, and why is Cena only? Not just saying he shouldn't feud with fans, but he's only feuding with the crowd. You know, explain. Let's like they should have brawled. Here's what should have happened. Let's just say everything went the same thing as they did last week, because you still have time to explain why he turned. I would have done that on the first show, because you know that keeps it on the brain. I would have had vignettes of Cena, because he wasn't even. He was missing for like 3 weeks, and then he returns on that Raw. Have vignettes showing the crowd disrespecting him at ECW One Night Stand. All the years of pent up frustration that he had, right? Building, leading to his return. During his return, and then when he returns, he explains why he returns, right? Why he, well, sold out. That should have been what happened. how he sold his soul to Rock. That's what should have happened. And then he can, beef with the crowd too, because, they disrespected him in his mind. Even though it's like the one time they turn him heel is when he's universally loved. Isn't that funny? But yeah, do that. And then have Cody come out and get revenge. Because now they'd be 50-50. They'd be even. It's like, okay, you screwed him over one time. Now it's his turn to screw you over. And then Cody drops him with friggin' hits him with the belt in the face, hits him with a crossroads, and stomp him in the nuts. I'm gonna have security come in there immediately, remove him. Have security come in there, hold them off, and then next week, next week being this past Monday. Right now it's March 26th. So this past Monday was what? March 24th? Yeah, this Monday, instead of repeating the exact same thing they did last week, have Cena come out there with security because he knows he's not able to beat Cody, and then have Cody come out there, and then you could have the brawl because now they're 50-50. They both beating each other down. Have the brawl that Cena and Lesnar had in 2012, which has like the most views on their YouTube channel, funnily enough. See what happens when you book things correctly. You have them have the brawl this week, but you'd have to have Rock get involved, like either this week or the next week. Mention his name, But I mean, they already got tickets to Mania like blowing up, so they're like, he might. I get the feeling he's not even gonna show up to Mania. That'd be funny. They're probably like, okay, yeah, we know Rock's not showing up. Let's just act like he wasn't ever involved. Which is in a way insulting your audience. Kind of screwing them over too out of Mania. At the very least, you'd have the via satellite stuff. Remember when he was doing that and Cena even clowned him for it? Have Cena do that. When he's not, like in these these leading weeks to Mania. You talk about being Hollywood. Give the Hollywood trio, even though Batista retired. They're gonna come out there. Batista, Cena, and The Rock. I mean, Hogan was in Hollywood for a bit. He was even Hollywood Hogan. I mean, people hate him already, so he'd be a great heel to add. Plus, isn't he trying to sell his beer? So I mean, have him do that. And that'll pay for anything. But yeah, this build's been, it's had its highs and it's had its lows, but this Monday, because I remember I was talking to some people, I said, WWE's on the razor's edge. That they're riding that thin line between, what's the word? Speculation, as in people wondering, okay, what's going to happen next, and people becoming apathetic. They're riding that thin line right now. And if they don't capitalize on this angle next week, yeah, I think this WrestleMania is fucking doomed. Yeah, it's gonna make money and all, but it's like this farewell tour, just in general, it's doomed. You gotta have Cena throw down. Is it somewhere part of his contract where he's like, nah, no action or whatever, unless I'm in a match or something? That could be it. And that wouldn't make sense, because why'd you kick Cody in the nuts? After the match. I mean, this whole 2025, as far as the WWE's gone, has been a bit of a weird ride. Somewhat chaotic. It almost seems mismanaged too, like in a way. Your world championship feud between Cena and Cody. You should be spamming that on the way to Mania, Especially now that you guys have a longer run to Mania, like have that be the forefront of everyone's mind. So this is the first dream of today. I could actually get all this stuff finished by today. And I don't want it to be dark by the time I'm done though. Some of the stuff like shading I did off camera. You guys been able to see that on screen? Yeah, you are. You got time. Chang gang. Okay, so I plan on seeing Reservoir Dogs. I've seen Kill Bill. I've seen Pulp Fiction. I have not seen The Bastards who happen to be Inglorious. I like the titles for his movies, Inglorious Bastards. Remember when like every movie was, you know, like a comedy, stupid movie? Like starting with Scary Movie. No boy, the camera moved. And it's still moving. And yeah, disaster movie. You got a whole bunch of those. It's just blah 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 movie, blah 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 movie, blah 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 movie. And then even Scary Movie became exactly what it was parodying. Like, man, that's some shit. Oh my gosh. I swear, if that fell in the white space, and of course it'd fall in the white spaces too. Like if it were to fall, man, I'd be infuriated. But I'd be calm about it, because I stay calm. Should be out of here by like 10:30 today. AM, that is. So the stream definitely ain't going over an hour and 30 minutes. What time is it right now? I'm liking that. It looks good. Yeah, I remember my sister used to play this computer game where you like dress up these people in specific clothes. I remember they had like this John Cena like avatar thing, and it had like this exact same design: the army hat, the chain gang, the chains, all that stuff. And I remember I used to always dress the dude in that. Wait a minute, let me try something. Okay. Oh yeah, look, the white sliver there to denote that it's a different band. Let me. One like on the stream. Okay. I will fix that up in post. This is in right now. And then I draw over the line. Yeah, no, this build to mania should be even bigger than last year's. And it's even worse. And it's funny because that's still been the highlights of these past few Raws, with how little they're doing with that whole program, which says something about where this company's headed if they don't get their act straight. I remember like wrestling being so horrible in 2019, 18, 17, 19, around that time. And I remember thinking, man, WWE's gonna go out of business by 2025. I legit remember thinking that. Cause I was like, this is some of the worst shit I've ever seen as far as wrestling goes. Terrible. Terrible fucking stuff. Funnily enough, I wasn't really watching the product. This just like fucking every time I try to come back, I'm like, it's even more shit. Like I remember when they were doing that 2 out of 3 falls thing after like every man. I was like, come on, what the fuck is that? What's going on here? stream drawing. It says 4 from Dragon Ball Daima. But I'm not painting that one. And you know what? I'll do it in color pencil first, and then I'll make another one and paint that. And just to see how much better whichever one I do would look. Crap. So that's that. No, what'd you know? 9:59. But I'm not done streaming just yet. I actually wanna, because I'm using this to practice the drawing of Cena. So if y'all can see that, let me real quick just slide this one off up in here, and then try and draw the eyes. Should I watercolorize the eyes? Or, you know what? I'll put watercolor on one eye and then yeah, I'll do that. He looks psychotic. Hold on a minute. Let me get a blue colored pencil from here. Just testing it out. I'm just testing it out. Is this the color of his eyes? I'm just testing out if it looks better. Colored pencil or watercolor? Most of the stuff I do off camera, obviously. What the heck is that? Okay, I don't know how it looks on camera, but oh, there we go. Doesn't look that bad. I think I'll keep it. Back underneath here. Then again, I could also use watercolor, so I'll keep that in mind. Which may also be a bit more difficult, so. Yeah, and then also, I gotta do is eyebrows. Let me see if this is the right color. I think that's the right color. Fuck it, I'm gonna use it anyway. All right, we're almost done. All I got left is the chain itself. So this baby right here, his eyes, including his eyebrows, shading some more of his ear, and then the background, which I might just leave white. Let me see what color it is. Oh, it's black. But there's a shine, like a glimmer of white. Okay, maybe I could do black, but like have like white, I could make it black. But then they have a white kind of aura around him. I might actually paint that. Yeah. But alright, that's the live for today. See y'all.